What's up, guys? It's your boy Marcus back for another video on Spiritual Academy. Today we're going to be talking about dealing with relationships and family drama. So first off, we're going to be talking about family relationships, right? That basis, that grounding, that first foundation we use, right? We have to get used to, we have to adapt to before we get before we're able to break out of, right, the environment or how you was raised, like, you know, the programming, the influence that everyone has, your environment, right? So, you know, when it comes to family relationships, it's just from when you're born, right? The people you have around you, aunts, uncles, cousins, you know, the influence that they have on you, right? So, it's both. I wouldn't say some people do have bad experiences, right? Or negative experiences in that way, but I feel like if we start to shift our perspective on those experiences and actually have those experiences teach us, right? Because all these experiences are to teach us and help us grow, right? So they're supposed to put pressure there or have you go through these experiences to have that there, right? So it's like once you're able to actually heal that, you become stronger because you had these lessons before, right? You had these experiences that's teaching you the lessons, that's helping you grow, that's helping you gain knowledge, that's helping you kind of like level up mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I feel like I said, especially your parents do, and I speak about this on like a couple videos ago, but I was like, you know what I'm saying, growing up, it depends on how your family are, right? How it's built, right? My family, I guess we can speak about a little bit that. I ain't gonna go too deep on that, but my family, we always had certain things, you know what I'm saying? Every family have family drama, right? Or they always have something, and there's always something right there. Not every family. Some people are harmoniously there, you know what I'm saying? But there can still be issues that they're hiding. You know, it's always something about that. But I feel like when it comes to family, yo, it's literally about how your parents see things, how they raise you, the influence you have from your other outside. I wouldn't even say outside of your main, like mom, dad, sister, brother type of situation, right? Your cousin, auntie, uncle, like that type of people. Unless you were raised by these people, by these your other family, right? But I feel like those specifically have big influences on you, right? Good and so-called bad. Because I don't feel like anything is bad. I just feel like every experience is for you to learn and grow from. But yeah, it just depends on your environment, your influence, and how you're raised, and the things you experience in that environment, right? Because when you first come, you have no knowledge, right, of anything outside of your own environment, right? Like they say, you come through the veil, and you consciously forget everything. So you have to literally start from that foundation, which is your parents, the family, your surrounding, your environment, the influence, right? And you literally have to adapt to that environment, right? Kind of like master that environment, and it takes a minute, right? Because when you come in, I feel like kids are just more free, they're more connected, they're more tapped in. So it's like you have to, like, oh yeah, you have to wake up and get out of the dream world, right? And like see reality for what it is. But you know, the reality they want you to see is not your reality, right? Because everybody see things from a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, you have society reality too, where like, oh, this is going on right here, this is going down in China, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have that type of so-called reality where everything is going on outside of you, right? The matrix, so-called, everything that's going down, the news and this and that, and the government, and this is what they got going on over here, and, you know, that type of thing. But everyone's perspective is different, everyone views things differently, and I feel like growing up, you kind of take on other people's realities because you're getting these influence from other people, and you're like, oh, they're telling me this, oh, this is fast, like this is real, right? So you like this real because especially we're like sponges when we come into a reality, right? We soak up so much information, especially in school. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you this, oh, that's what's really happening. Like you really take on that knowledge, you take on that reality, you take on that energy, right? And it shifts your reality that we're not aware of, that we don't become aware of. Some until their late 40s, 50s. You know, so the ones that's awakening now in their 20s, bro, and y'all young in 16, 17, bro, we blessed. Okay, we're blessed. Okay, and those the elders who are just finding out, doesn't mean that they're less than. It just means that they have had to go through that experience of going through 40 years on this earth to have the experience from a 3D mindset, so they can take that into a 5D and they can start actually healing people because of their experiences, right? So believe me, everybody got a piece of that puzzle. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of older ones, 40, 50, 60, 70s, that's had the experiences here on the 3D realm, and now they're actually taking that experience and with their 5D mind, right, their elevation spiritually, they're able to take the information and use that to help people because of their experiences. So that is blessed. Everybody got a piece to the puzzle, no matter where you are in your journey, no matter how old you are. Like, none of that really matters. Like, everyone has a piece to the puzzle, right? And these so-called negative experiences that we have in our family relationships are really just like messengers of truth to tell you who you really are. Like, you are these experiences. You're not this environment. You're not this influence, right? You just have to take on these things. And like I said before, you're not the person you've had to be this whole lifetime. This is the person you've had to become because of your environment, because of the influence, because of the experiences, right? So when we go through death and transformation, you literally, like I said in the past couple of videos, y'all, you're literally shedding that skin. You're shedding that part of you who you thought you were, who you've had to become. And that's why it's so freaking scary, because you're stepping out of that. You're stepping into a whole new thing. But you're really returning to who you truly are, but in an elevated state because of the experiences you've been through. So it's like your soul has already, you're already evolving, right? The whole thing is to evolve as a soul, to learn lessons as a soul, right? As consciousness, right? So it's like we're learning these experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as we go, we're continuously evolving. So when we hit that stage, like that halfway point in our spiritual evolution, you literally have to shed that skin of who you thought you were, who you've had to become in this experience. And it literally is like a more elevated state of dark night of the soul, of you shedding the ego the ego attachment to your avatar self, to the person you've had to become, right? That ego self. So you're shedding that. And that's all you've known, right? Obviously, throughout that stage, you had to learn spirituality. You've had your awakening, and you learned, you know what I'm saying, certain things. Now you're taking the information and knowledge from that. That's all you're taking from that. You're not taking the experiences. You're not taking, you know what I'm saying. You're not taking none of that. That is the baggage that you're leaving at the door, literally. So you're just taking the experiences, the knowledge from that, and you're elevating. You're literally shifting into more of your authentic self, and it's like, that's scary, right? Because consciously your mind's like, oh my god, this is new, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's literally shifting you out of that. It's literally like ripping the carpet from up under you. With the carpet as your comfort zone. That carpet is you clinging to that self that no longer serves, right? And that can be scary. I'm not gonna say it's not. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect, bro. But if you have the knowledge, if you have the knowledge, you have to use that knowledge to do better, right? You know better, so do better, right? But it's always that slip back into that, or slip back into this, slip back to that. I feel like it's just like, and I feel like you do have to take most things seriously, like about your spiritual journey, about your health, about that, like that's hyper important, right? Super, super important. But I feel like for life, it's just for us to use the knowledge we can to elevate and not be so hard on yourself when you dip down, but do take responsibility for the actions you take. So it's just about discernment, I feel like, when it comes to family relationships, especially with people you grow up, because there's a lot of influences on you, right? And it's a lot of traumas, it's things from your bloodline, your mom's mom, that is into you now, right? And people that's awakened in this lifetime. A lot of us are here to break these things from our family bloodline, right? We're supposed to break this cycle, break this karmic cycle, right? And that shit is not easy, right? This journey, bro. Okay, we all know this. We all know the journey is not easy, right? But it's like, man, I feel like people think that the spiritual journey is just sunshine and daisies, and it's not. It is, but it's not, right? It's not all like that. You're going to go through tough times. You're going to be sad. You're going to feel emotions. You're going to be pushed out of your comfort zone. You're going to fall back into old habits. It's just a part of the process, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and it's hard and it's tough, bro. But I feel like Man, dude, you just have to. It's an ongoing process. Like nobody perfect, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't down yourself because you step back into old habit. Oh man, I started smoking again. Or, you know what I'm saying? I started doing this again. It's like because you shifting into that. You shifting into that. No, you. Sometimes we have the knowledge to know better, but we still do it anyway. I feel like when we do that, that is a free will choice, but that's also teaching us to be more self-disciplined, right? And I'm telling you, that just tough, dude. It's tough. Okay? But moving on, man. That was family relationships. Let's get into love relationships. Alright, y'all. So love relationships. I'll touch on this, but I ain't gonna go into too deep because y'all already know the words that we use in this language is not really what it truly is, right? It's not really what it is. These are just words that we use to try to explain the unexplainable with this language. It's just facts, right? So we have love relationships. Sometimes we get, not every relationship is a karmic or a soulmate or a twin flame, but these are relationship archetypes that we use. Karmics, right, are people. Don't have to be relationships. It can be friends, it can be family. Karmics that are set in your way, right, to kind of reflect, to reflect back to you what you need to heal. Okay, so it could be that you're a people pleaser, right, and you have a karmic that just sucks on that energy, right? They use the energy. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry I was so negative today. I'm sorry I was like sorry. That's all they say, right? And we always say it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man, the karmics are all different phases. They're all different ways. So it just depends on you, right? Okay, and you have karmic karmic soulmates or regular karmics, right? But these are just people that we've had. Sometimes we've had lifetimes with multiple lifetimes with it in the past that we're literally just here to break the cycle in this lifetime, to elevate past that and to end that contract. So yeah, I feel like karmics is for that. The reflections, right? Reflections back to you so you can heal. Soulmates and twin flames, these are people as well, right? People romanticize soulmates and twin flames, but these are all people that just help you elevate as well, right? It's just, you know what I'm saying, you have a soulmate, someone who is you've had lifetimes with before, that is not in a negative polarity, right? But they're there to help you grow, to help you evolve, right? To help you see things from a different perspective, and really just evolve and to learn how to adapt to certain things, right? We can tap into twin flame a little bit, right? It's debatable, so just do your own research. Like everything I say, do your own research. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it resonates with you, it resonates for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, twin flame journey is definitely big, right? You have somebody that you instantly connect to, right? Then you have to go through all these different stages, right? It just depends on you and your perspective, right? Because it's not going to be everything is not for you, right? That's the thing. Everything is not for you. But from my perspective, right? From my perspective, you know, you go through meeting this person, right? They're reflecting back to you your shadow side, all this unhealed baggage, all this stuff back to you, and it triggers the hell out of you, right? It triggers you. And when that triggers you, a lot of people tend to run. That's how they call the whole twin flame runner, chaser, or separation thing. When you have to separate, come together. Some people have whole marriages with their twin flame and then they're pushed away. Some people just be friends with their twin flame and then pushed away and then maybe come back with a relationship. It just depends on your situation and your soul path, right? But they're just there to reflect back to you. Y'all are the same soul in two different avatars or two different vessels, right? So it's basically you. But I feel like when you get hurt, when your heart breaks, like, oh my God, it was her fault, her, but it's really you, right? Or it was him, it's all him. No, right? Because y'all are the same soul in two avatars. So that's not right. But we tend to reflect or try to deflect that information. Oh, that was you did this. No, when you do that, it's really you, right? It's really you. So look deeper than just, oh my God, this person did this to me. Man, this is all her. She the one who did this. I'm already on my path. She's just doing it. That energy just lets you know that there's still something about that situation that you need to release or you need to look at in a more deeper state, right? I've been through my situations. We ain't gonna touch on that, but I've been through. I've been hurt, right? And put that wall up and close down that heart, and it's just like, right, to love in general. And it was just like a state of being myself in there, and like that sparked my awakening, right? That sparked my awakening. That shit sparked my awakening, right? Next year, awaken, right? It was just that shift of energy that just like boom, yeah, you're here now, right? So that's exactly what happened. That's exactly sparked my awakening, and then this is where I am now, right? But yeah, it's a tough thing, but like I said, you have reflections, karmics, soulmates, twin flames. There are reflections of you. Some people are mirroring you, right, to help you find what's that thing that's holding you back. What's that baggage that you haven't healed? What are you not looking at about yourself, right? Because if it's something irritating you, if it's something knocking you off your square, if it's something someone says that make you want to deflect or be defensive, they're all just pointing to you. That reaction is just pointing back to you. It's literally pointing back to you. So you're trying to point the finger at somebody else, you're literally pointing the finger. You're literally showing yourself what you need to heal. Because everyone is the same consciousness, the same light, right? Right? But everyone has their own soul path, their own experiences, their own soul path and journey, right? But everyone is all one. So it's literally you. You're pointing the finger at your mom or your brother because they're doing something that's irritating you. That you're deflecting. Oh, it's your fault. It's your fault. But you're pointing the finger at you, right? And that's exactly what's happening. You're pointing the finger at you. But moving on, right? Because there's a lot of people that's toxic. There are toxic soulmates, toxic karmics. It's a lot of people that go through that energy, right? And you just have to learn how to discern. I feel like it depends on the person, but you know, I was always that person, that people pleasing person. Where it's like, oh yeah, it's alright, oh I got you, this and that, and it's like, no, like you really have to honor your own needs, and you have to be aware that we always say, oh that's fine, that's okay. No, it's not. You have to learn how to stand up for yourself and say what it is, right? Because we always want to be nice and share the energy, but sometimes we gotta pull that back and really be like, nah fam, we ain't letting that slide today. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm moving on. Love relationship, bro. So this is huge because a lot of people in love relationships, sex is a big thing, right? And people think, oh, it's just used for this, used for that, but it's literal, like in a way, spiritual union, connecting souls, right, with that person. So energy transference through that is very huge, very huge. Because that's what you're doing. You're transferring energies, right? In spirit, you're literally transferring that. That's why you have to be aware. Who you're doing this with, because not everyone is in that and have that good energy, right? Right? Doesn't mean nobody has to be perfect, but it means that person has to be aware of their own shit that they have to heal for it to be healthy, right? For it to not be toxic, or for it to not bring experiences or energy towards you that, you know, could throw you off. So it's just being aware of that is huge, right? And that's why a lot of people, especially twin flames, karmics, especially twin flames, we go through separation or removal. Removal is straight up a karmic or a karmic soulmate, someone that is in a toxic way towards you, that's being removed, that needs to be removed. And sometimes we have to be aware of that and cut that person off, right? Sometimes we have to be aware of that, and we can move on. Friend relationships, exactly the same. Karmic soulmates. Okay, we have karmic and soulmate. Yeah, twin flame too. They can be friend relationships, they can be platonic. That's cool. It's the exact same thing for love relationships as it is for friend relationships. The only thing is that you're not being intimate in a friend relationship. It's straight platonic, right? So it's just being aware. How do you discern? Is this person positive for me? Is this person a karmic? Someone that's reflecting back to me, right? Are they always negative? Is it always something going on with this person, right? That they just need to call you and tell you about 24/7, right? So it's just being able to discern. Same with soulmates. That everything is just a reflection for you to heal and for you to release any toxic things within you and any toxic people around you, right? So it's just learning how to remove those energies and those people away from you, right? Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Again, my name is Marcus. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Spiritual Academy. I'm out of here. Peace.